So close your eyes and sit down comfortably. Take deep breath and slowly let go. Again, take deep breath and release your tension, stress, and relax. Pay attention to your head and relax it, and your forehead, and your face. Keep a smile on your face and relax it. Then relax your shoulders, arms, drop your shoulders, and relax your chest and the stomach. Your legs and feet. Now we are going to practice Brahma Vihara, develop heavenly nature, heavenly quality in our heart. Brahma means even higher than heavens. That's the highest realm. Brahma realm is the highest realm. They are not belong to sensual realm. It's a beyond of the sensual realm, fine material realm. The Brahmas live in very highest. So those Brahmas have these four qualities: metta, karuna, mudita, and upekka. Now we are going to cultivate those qualities in our heart, human heart. So we develop human hearts from the human to Brahma. So think about your parents. We never ever hate our parents, no matter what happened, what they did. We never ever hate. We love for this life. We adapt to them with life. That's how we think. So we send our love, our metta to our parents and wish for them, may they be happy, may they be well and be happy. Keep sending your metta to your parents. Any of them is living, and keep sending. If they have passed away, both of them, and wish them wherever they are now, and wish them to be well and happy. Keep wishing, may my parents be well and happy, be healthy, be safe. May my parents be well and happy. May they be healthy and may they be safe. How you love your parent, your children. Likewise, they loved you, they cared you, they protected you, they dedicated everything what they had for you. So wish them to be happy, to be healthy, to be safe. Then whoever helped you, they could be your grandparents, even your brothers, sisters, and your friends and relatives, and your kids. Then now we are going to send the metta for all of them, our relatives and friends, neighbors, our teachers, who helped so far in many ways. in good and bad ways and make us perfect and mature and experienced and enlightened. And may they all be well and happy, be healthy, and be safe. Now open your heart and mind to love all sentient beings in the world. They could be humans, animals, ghosts, deities. They could be visible or invisible, living nearby and far away all over the world. They could be in the sky, on the earth, or in the earth, in the water. They all living beings in this world. Be well and happy. May they all be healthy and be safe. Now let's send our karuna. This karuna is going to who is in pain, who is in suffering and in danger, physically and mentally. So karuna especially goes to who they in pain and suffering. So now you send your karuna, including your parents, your brothers, sisters, your kids, your friends and relatives, and anyone in this world who are suffering because of thirsty, who are some are suffering because of hungry, some are suffering because of sick, some are suffering because of mental pain, disability, violence, domestic violence, political violence, social, whatever is reason who is in not happy and painful, and you may wish them all to be free from suffering and wish them all to be happy. May who is in pain and free from pain, may who is in suffering and free from suffering, may who is in fear free from fear, may who is in danger and free from danger, and may they all be happy and be safe. Now send the mudita. Mudita is another Brahman quality, and this mudita especially going who's in happy, healthy, and peaceful, and safe, and who is wealthy, successful. Then you may send your mudita to all sentient beings who is in happy, healthy, and wealthy, and peaceful, successful. You may wish them all to be continue and grow up more and more with that happiness and with that peace and with that success. May they never fall from that happiness. May they never fall down from that peace and success. May they grow with that happiness and peace and success. Finally, just practice upekkha meditation, upekkha bhavana. Practice, develop, cultivate upekkha. Upekkha is equanimity. So we keep our mind in balance without attaching, without hating, and we become neutral minded one. Whatever they did and whatever they are doing and they will do in good way and bad way, then whatever they are doing and they are receiving it, it is their own karma. Karma is nothing to worry or hate. If I hate, it is my own karma. So it is better always living in upekkha, in balance. Whatever happen in the world, wars, natural disasters, inundation, earthquake, volcanoes, whatever happened, flooding, and whatever happened in the world, it is the nature of the world. Nothing to worry and sad. So it's always better to keep your mind in upekkha, in neutral. Whatever the sentient beings do, and that is their own karma. Whatever happened in the world, it is the nature of the world. So it's always better stay in peace and calm and in neutral. It is called upekkha. So freed your mind from all attachment and hate. Remain in peace and empty. It's meaning balance. Okay, now say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. What happened to my broadcasting? So,
Mm. 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 Mm.
so the Michael, did you receive the email of the Sutta I sent you?
I just see it now.
Okay.
I'm just looking at it now. You mean the Sutta link?
Yeah, the last
Oh,
moment
you,
actually. I sent it yesterday.
oh, yesterday at 1 a.m.
Right.
Okay. Okay, hold on a second. Uh, okay,
Okay.
let's see what
Okay.
we
See you.
can do.
Okay. See you.
I see it on one computer, but I have to find it on the other
No,
computer.
that's okay. I'm going to explain anyway.
Okay.
Um, it is the call. Uh,
Hmm. Okay.
okay, just take a minute and let me see. I can share. Let me. Can I share that?
I don't know, but I can do it.
Let me
You mean
see.
the link?
No,
I can do it.
I can share the screen.
Hold on. Don't move a muscle. Ding bong. There we go.
Okay. See you next week. Okay. See you.
Bye bye. Oh, no.
Okay.
Sujato.
When you're ready, are you got that?
Yeah, I have it.
Paharada Sutta. Huh?
Oh, yes. Harada. Harada. That one. Hmm. Yeah. What an incredible and amazing thing.
Okay. You ready?
Wait.
Okay.
mm, mm,
Okay, let's homage to the Buddha. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Yeah, today I hope to uh, explain the Paharada Sutta. Before we mm,
mm,
yeah, Paharada Sutta, mm, before we learn Paharada Sutta, let me explain a little bit about the Buddhist teaching. Today is the Mother's Day, and should we should just learn a little bit about Buddha's teaching about parents. This why we have a Mother Day and a Father Day. Why we don't have a Daughter Day and Son Day. We have a
good
Sunday.
point.
We have a Sunday, but not that Sunday. And Daughter Day and Sunday. Why we don't have it? Why we have Mother Day and a Father Day?
Good question.
Yeah, that's what yeah, it came to my mind. I think it's because it is special. I think we have that day to pay our uh, share our love, send our love, uh, pay our gratitude, um, respect, right? Pay our respect.
Mm,
That's why we have that day. So I know in American culture they care a lot their parents. They love their parents. Um,
mm,
they they respect their parents.
mm, mm,
But all over the world is same. No
mm.
matter it is America or England or Australia, Sri Lanka or anywhere in the world, some of them care their parents, love their parents, and
Yeah.
some of them are not. Some of them are not care, not love. They hate. And we all humans, we all live in this world, and we all same. I can't see any country is better than other, and any people is better than others. We all the same. Even in China, Japan, Africa, Brazil, we all the same. Even
Mm,
animals, the dogs, and care their kids, and kids love the dogs, and the cats. Cats' parents love their kittens, and kittens love their parents, right? The the
mm,
animals also love their kids, and kids love them, their parents,
mm.
right?
Yes.
What Buddha did, after
Mm,
Buddha's birth, his mother passed away 7 days later, right?
yes.
Siddhartha's after birth of the Siddhartha, the 7 days later, the mother passed away. Then Buddha didn't forget her.
mm,
Buddha didn't forget, and Buddha visited her. She was living in the heaven called Tushita realm.
mm,
She was living in the Tushita realm. Then Buddha visited there and he taught her Dhamma and helped her to attain to enlightenment. So then Buddha helped her to get free to her freedom. So then she
mm,
attained to stream mentor, and then she attained to the path to enlightenment. So then Buddha didn't forget her, right?
mm,
Why Buddha wanted to visit her mother? Why? What do you think?
mm.
What do you think? Why Buddha wanted to visit her?
To teach her Dhamma.
That's all you think?
No.
Why Buddha visited? To pay
Oh.
his to do his duty.
Mm,
It is his
mm,
duty.
oh.
It is his duty as a son.
Mm, mm, mm,
Yeah, as a son, he has a duty to
mm, mm,
to help her.
mm,
Why Buddha? That's why Buddha visited the heavenly realm. The whatever
mm,
we know, and Buddha's visiting to heavenly realm, just teach her Dhamma,
mm,
to teach her Dhamma. And Buddha never visited Brahma realm or heavenly realms, but
mm,
the bhikkhu uh,
mm,
Moggaliputta. Moggaliputta
mm,
visited many times.
mm,
According to teachings, Moggaliputta, the first very um, the Buddha's left-handed
mm.
disciple, Buddha's left-handed disciple, Moggaliputta.
Is it Mogalan Bante?
Yeah, Moggallana. Yeah, Moggallana.
Moggallana
Mm,
and
Moggallana.
Shariputra on the right, Moggallana on the left.
Yeah, the Moggallana is visited heavenly realms many times, and then
Yeah.
that's the things he learned from the heaven. It is all
Mm,
included in the Vimanavatu,
mm,
the stories, and he those stories is uh,
mm,
written in the Vimanavatu, and also he visited in the Petha realms, Petha realms, ghost realms. So
mhm,
and Buddha just visited to heaven to see his mother. Buddha no don't doesn't have visited anymore, according to my understanding.
mm,
And then it is because Buddha wanted to pay his uh, gratefulness to his mother,
mm,
and that's how we have Abhidhamma Pitaka. And Buddha's whole teaching, the ultimate teaching, Abhidhamma, and Buddha taught to his mother, and those whole Abhidhamma Pitaka is this. Um,
mm,
why we have Abhidhamma because of Buddha's visiting to her mother, and also Buddha's father. King Suddhodana, when he was old age, he was sick, and Buddha visited him with more than this thousand of monk, and Buddha visited him to see him. And that story says Buddha put his hand on his head and make the called Satchakriya. Um, Buddha make a wish by the power of his all his good qualities, the power of the truth, his own attainment of Buddhahood, and all his good qualities, and he wished his father a good health. So that story says his father became healthy and then taught him Dhamma, and he also entered to the path to enlightenment. So Buddha visited him to his father um, because as a son, it is his duty. So I always we have to think in that way. No matter where we are live, what culture we are in live, the nature of love um, and the nature of gratefulness, the gratitude, and we have to always uh, pay our respect. We have to pay our respect who is worthy for that, and we have to do our duty. So you earn money and you pay your taxes. You pay your taxes to the government. Why? Because you are living here. You live in on the land belong to United States. So you using the land of the United States, then you pay taxes. So we are belong to our parents and we did them with our love, with our life. No matter government treat you good or bad, you pay taxes, right? No matter
Mm-hmm.
government respect you or not, no matter government care you not, no matter government give you opportunities or not, but you pay taxes. No matter government love you or not, you pay taxes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then, but when our parents make a mistakes, why we not pay,
Because okay.
right?
Don't mind discipline.
Doesn't make sense.
Mm. Fun.
We, I think we have to, yeah, we have to pay. Teyu says mother always wish best for their kids, and kids should wish the best for their parents too. Yes, that's true. So sometimes in Sri Lanka, actually, I think this is American culture is better than Sri Lankan culture in this case. In this case, in
Mm.
Sri Lankan kids always hope, and they always hope parents have to give them money. Parents have to give them lands, house. Parents have to uh, give give them everything, and they request you. If you give me a birth, you have to give me. And they, but in American culture, what I see and think is good. When they grow up, when they become 18 years old, and the parents release them to and to encourage and push them to live their own. I think that's a good thing. And become a very responsible person, um, to learn themselves to live how to live. But in the most of time in Asian countries, I think not only Sri Lanka, in Asian countries, they depends on parents, and they they also care them and love them, and but also they blame them. What did you do for me? What 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 you have given to me? And they expect and they hope everything from their parents. That's not a good thing. You know, I know not everyone, but everywhere is different and everyone is different. Some of them,
Yes.
some of them, and they always depends and always they hope something from their parents, the money, lands, house, and many things. Even they looking for more. And once a Buddha said, um, in the in the Parabhava Sutta, Buddha said, "Yo matarang va pitarang va jinnakang gatayobbanang pahu santona bharati tam parabhavato mukang." In the same thing in the Vasala Sutta, Parabhava means the falling down. Uh, the sutta about make you fall down from success to failure, from happiness to suffering, from this means that parabhava means make whatever make you falling down, and one of them is if you have ability to care of your parents, when you have ability to uh, support your parents, but you uh, neglect them, but you neglect them uh, when you have the ability, capability to help and support them with money or with time, but you neglect them. In that verse says, Yo matarang wa pitarang wa jinnakam. Jinnakam means old. They are old. Gatayobbanang, their youth is already left. And they who lost their youth and become old and helpless, become helpless. But then when your parents become helpless, and then their kids is young and they have money, they are healthy, and they neglect their parents, they not support, they not help them, they not help, they not support them. And this is the one of reason make your life fall down. Is that's a drawback, one of a drawback. So, and another verse in the Vasala Sutta, and you become a very lower caste person. No matter how rich you are, how famous you are, how healthy and how happy you are, uh, how respect you are by the world. But if you neglect your parents and you become a very lower caste, very lower person with very lower quality. Mm. So okay, that's the teaching about the parents and this today, and I want to encourage you to care your parents every day, love your parents every day, visit your parents whenever you able to. Take and spend some time for them and be generous. Okay, this is the Pahara, the Sutta. Today we're going to learn. Um, then Buddha was living in the Veranja, Naleru Puchimandamule. That's the one of tree, and Buddha was living under that tree. Then the Paharad. Paharad is the lord of demons. Paharad is the lord of the um, king, the asuras, asuras, uh, asuras. And he visited the Buddha, and then when he visited the Buddha, Buddha asked him, uh, Paharad, are they are asuras happy living in the ocean? In according to this sutta, the asuras living in the ocean. It means they are living nearby ocean. They are depends on the ocean. Um, um, they are living associate in the ocean. Asuras living uh, associating the ocean. Then Buddha asked, are they asuras? Are they happy living in the ocean? Then then the Maharajah says, yes, Bante, they are happy living in the ocean, living associate in the ocean. Then Buddha asks, what are the reasons? What are the reasons why they are happy living with the ocean? And then Maharajah says, there are 8 amazing and wonderful things uh, of the ocean. The ocean have a wonderful 8 reasons, uh, facts. That's why asuras are happy living with the ocean. And then the Paharad explain one by one what are the amazing factors of the ocean. They make asuras love the ocean. The first factor of the ocean, the first wonderful thing of the ocean is Anupubba Ninnu, Anupubba Pabba, Anupubba Ponu, Anupubba Pabbaru. It means the ocean gradually become deep, gradually become deep, and not suddenly ocean become a deep, like a cliff. If you climb into a cliff, then that cliff happens suddenly. Um, what's called papat depth depth is the mountain have a very direct depth like
Oh,
like
steep,
yes stiff
steep, a steep
yes
drop.
yes stiff yeah thank you stiff the mountain happens suddenly stiff
mm,
It's not a gradual one. If we gradual one, we can walk easily. But a mountain have a very stiff and direct uh,
I-
decline.
mm,
But the ocean have a very ocean become deep and deep gradually and gradually, inch by inch, feet by feet by feet, and it's gradually become deep and going to deep. That's the one of wonderful, amazing thing in the ocean. That's why asuras love ocean and living with ocean.
mm,
That's the first one. The second one, mm, he says the the ocean never overcome the uh, overcome the shore, overcome the beach. Uh, the ocean consistent and doesn't overflow its boundaries. The ocean never overflow the beach, right? The shore. It's always remain there. Come and all the waves of the ocean is come to the shore, beach and go back. Come back, go back. Come back, go back. It's never overflow. It's happened very rarely and very often in Japan, I think. Tsunami. It's happened in some often, quite often in Japan, and it happened in Sri Lanka, India, and all Java, uh, New Zealand, and those countries. Tsunami once happened, and the ocean came to the land. But mostly, ocean is not overcome and overflow the beach. This is the second factor. The asuras love ocean and love to live in ocean, near associating ocean. Okay, third one. The ocean never keep the corpse cautious carcasses
car-
car-
carcass.
yeah, carcasses and corpse dead bodies. The ocean never keep the whatever in the fall into the ocean. Actually, I think it is mostly who's over the flowing. Any dead bodies is flowing. Uh, the waves take them onto the land, put them onto the
Mm,
land, right? They
mm,
carries them to the land. They don't keep in the ocean. The ocean always is clean. Um, the waves of the ocean take them all bad, um, disgust, um, corrupted, um, death bodies, um, put them away. This is another amazing factor of the ocean. That's why asuras love to ocean. And then the fourth one, the Paharada says, there's another amazing thing of the ocean is all the water come from the rivers, the water of the Ganges river, and water of the Yamuna river, water of the Acharavati river, water of the Sarabu, Mahi, and water of the Hudson, and water of the Nile. What are the very famous rivers? I know Hudson River flowing nearby
Hmm.
in Nivio. And water of the hmm?
No.
Yeah, so the water of the all these rivers and get into ocean, but finally they take all one name. What's that? Is called Mahasamudra, the water of the ocean. That's the nobody talk. This is the nobody says having taken the water from the ocean. These are the water from the Ganges. These are the water from the Hudson. These are the water from the Nile or whatever it is. And they says this is the water of the ocean, and they lost all the names they got earlier. The water remove and lost and give up all the names they had earlier, and they all take the one name called ocean, the water of the ocean.
Hmm.
This is another amazing factor of the. But we come to America, and we say we are Indians, we are Sri Lankan, and we are Africans, and we still keep the same thing, right? Wherever we are going in the world, and we still keep our identity. And we respect them and we keep that we make difference by keeping that our identity and that we still attach to that uh, our the nature where we come from. But the amazing factor of the ocean is they all lose them and they all remain as a one thing, an ocean water. Isn't that amazing factor, you think?
Hmm.
Is it amazing, right? Ocean have that amazing quality, but we don't have. We fight here. We fight here by keep our identity, and we not get together. We make separation from ourselves. We stay separately, and we look at them as separately. We consider them as separately. We not get together. We not combine very well. We can't do that because we still have a ego, a very strong ego according to our nature, the where we come from, whether our language we talk, the color we appear, the culture we learned, the religious we believe, and then we make the separation and we fight. But in the ocean, they don't. The ocean don't. All the rivers in the world, many different lands, many they come through many different lands. They come through many different countries. But in the ocean, we all they take all one name called water of the ocean. Isn't it is a amazing factor of the ocean? That's why asuras love living in the ocean. And then the Paharada says there's another amazing factor of the ocean is um, many rivers bring the water into the ocean, but ocean never become fills up. Ocean never become fills up, and even the ocean never become empty, and the ocean remain as the same. You see, every second, every second, um, every second, um, tons of gallons, thousand tons, maybe hundred thousands of tons, maybe um, millions of tons, 100 millions of tons, thousand millions of tons, or maybe even more and more every second. All the rivers bring the water into the ocean, but the ocean never become fills up,
Hmm.
and even not become empty.
Hmm.
It is happened because I think the uh, evaporation, evaporation. water from take from the heat take the water from the ocean to the land. What's that called?
Water from the ocean to the land.
That's
Evaporate.
we have rain. We have rain because that the
Hmm.
air take the water from the ocean. What's that called in English?
Evaporation, maybe.
Evaporation. Evaporation. Yeah,
From the,
that's
Evapor.
it's the heat from the sun, isn't it? Heat from the
yeah,
sun
yeah.
evaporate the yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
that's the evaporation
That's,
happening.
that's
So then
evaporation.
the not it doesn't matter how many millions or how many tons of water is all every second come into the water, ocean and all around the world, so that the ocean is remain is the same, never become fills up or empty. So that's the another amazing factor of the ocean. So that's why the asuras allow living in the ocean. But as a human, you see, when we feel up with something, we become excited. We become excited, and when we become little something less, and we become disappointed, and we become disappointed and not happy. So we change our mind very often, quietly often, when something happens different. We can remain in the same when we feel tough or when we lose something. But the ocean is the amazing factor. Doesn't matter how fills it up, how the things bring into that, it's remain the same. Isn't the amazing factor? It's amazing. So that's why Asura love living in the ocean. And then the factor of the ocean. mm, Paharada says all the rivers, all the rivers in the world, the rivers, even in the Sri Lanka, the five rivers is flowing, begins in the mountain called Siripada, the, the foot of the Buddha, footprint of the Buddha, the mountain named by the footprint, Siripada. When the Western invade Sri Lanka after the invasion and colonized, and they said Arab speak. And that the Siripa, the mountain, is the footprint of the Buddha. Take the five rivers into the ocean, all the water, and flow into the ocean. And many rivers in this sutta mentioned by the Buddha, Ganges, Mahi, Yamuna, Sarabu, these all great rivers take the many different water into the ocean. From America, the Hudson, and from Brazil, Nile come from the Brazil. Where the Nile come from? Africa.
Egypt?
Egypt,
Egypt?
Egypt. Uh, um, I don't know where it is begin from, but it's going many through countries. It's flowing through the countries, different countries. Um, uh,
Egypt, Sudan, South Sudan, Kenya, Tanzania.
yeah, so there's so all the rivers in the world, so many countries, the rivers bring water into the ocean, and they have a different taste. But when they come into the ocean and they take the one taste, it's the salt. The water of the ocean, the taste is salt. Just only one taste uh, of the water of the ocean. But it's come from the many different countries, many different lands. But different tastes may when they begin. But when they come into the ocean, take the same one taste called salt. So this is another amazing factor of the ocean. The Asuras loves mostly to the ocean. And again, the Paharada says another amazing factor of the ocean. The ocean remain amazing, so many wealth. In the ocean, there are many um, gems, many gems. Most of the treasure in the world belong to the ocean. The people collected some gems and gold and the things from the land, and they travel by the ocean, unfortunately, and they uh, uh, keep the treasuries in the ocean. When the ships get hit by the um, storms, like Titanic, it is already in the ocean. The old treasuries. And in ancient time, many treasuries is got. Even the land treasuries is remain in the ocean. The ocean have its own highest treasuries. Treasuries. People never ever have investigated and searched so far. I think the people have the searched and investigated land most, but not the ocean much. The in the on the earth, the three quarters of the earth is belong the ocean, covered by the ocean, um, holding by the ocean, the three quarter of the fourth of the earth. So the ocean remain so much treasuries. That's why the asuras love most living in the ocean, near ocean. The last one, the Paharada says, in the ocean, holding the big creatures. And in the sutta and some other suttas also mention these names, but is never yet found these creatures living in the ocean. What are the creatures we know living in the ocean? Whales, the biggest creatures in the ocean we know so far are whales, right?
Hmm.
Whales.
Hmm.
But in this sutta, I mentioned these are the biggest ones in the ocean. They are living called Timi, and Timingala. That's the second one is a Timingala. The third
Hmm.
one, Timirapingala. The fourth one, Asura. And Naga. Naga is a dragon or something. Gandhabba. What's the Gandhabba? Maybe demigods or something. Maybe
Hmm.
Titan. Titan. I don't know. Titan.
Are
Uh,
they eagle?
Gandhabba.
I don't know. I thought they were maybe flying
Yeah, yeah,
beings.
yeah. Gandhabba. That's a different Gandhabba.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Gandhabba was drinking the smell something. Um,
Hmm.
the who is come into the womb of the mother's womb. It's also called Gandhabba. But
Uh-huh.
but here it means kind of demigods or maybe Titan.
Hmm.
So these all kind of huge, and they are physically they are very long and huge. Here says Yojana Satikapi, 100 leagues. They huge, 100 leagues. Yojana Satikapi Attabhava. Their
Hmm.
body is 100 leagues, and it's the 200 leagues, 300 leagues, and 400 leagues, and 500 leagues, and that's how they big. And you know the the author of the science fictions, very famous one called um oh
20,000 leagues
no
under
who's
this
who who's lived in the Sri Lanka, Arthur C. Clarke. Arthur C.
Arthur.
Clarke.
Oh.
You have heard about him?
Hmm.
Arthur C. Clarke. Actually, he's the first scientific writer. Uh, we have spaceships, right? Kind of the signals we move, taking from here to there in the world. we call Chandrika in Sri Lanka, Sinhala language, maybe in Chandrika, is that they take the signals from the other side, the world, and bring it to another side. And he imagined first and written in his book, and that's how the scientists they figure out to do that and to they created that type of the things. And when he write that book, we didn't have those kind of things in the world. He imagined. So one of his book called Deep Sea, mm, and he mentioned that huge in the future, not now, in the future they're going to find out huge creatures in living in the ocean. So, according to this sutta, and Buddha mentioned the Paharada mentioned there's the huge 100 leagues, huge creatures living in the ocean. Why Asura love living in the ocean? So but unfortunately, we are not finding them yet. Okay. And then he said these 8 factors and amazing things make the Asura loving to the ocean. And then he asked, then Bharad asked, are the bhikkhus love living in the sasana, in the Buddha sasana? And Buddha said, yes, monks are love living in the Buddha sasana. Uh, and then Bharad asked, what are the reasons monks love living in the Buddha sasana? And Buddha says the same 8 factors in the Buddha sasana the Buddha Sasana has eight amazing things, amazing factors, wonderful factors. That's why monks love living in the Buddha Sasana. And then Buddha explaining, comparing to the 8 amazing factors of the ocean. And Buddha said the first amazing factor of the ocean is gradually become deep, not as stiff, suddenly stiff. Ocean is not suddenly stiff, gradually going to be deeper. And in the Buddha Sasana, also gradually going to be deep. The Buddha Sasana become gradually deep. Like it's begin from the dana, generosity, sila, morality, and then um, explaining the benefits of uh, giving morality, practice morality, and then meditation, renunciation, and the dangers of the indulgent sensuality, and the benefits of releasing and stay away from that indulgence. Um, that's how Buddhist teaching going to deep and deep and deep, and then it's going to explaining practicing samatha meditation, practicing morality, practicing samatha, and practicing developing wisdom, vipassana. Then the Buddhist teaching and going deep and deep, step by step, and gradually become deep. That's why monks love living in this Buddha sasana. That's the first factor. Gradually become deep. The second factor of the Buddha says the second factor of the monks love this live in Buddha Sasana. Um, then the second factor of the ocean, amazing factor, is never overflow the shores, beaches, and then the monks and never overcome the training, and they remain in the training, and they practice in that precepts with their life. They don't broke. uh, even for their life, and they remain practicing them. Um, this is the second amazing factor. I think this is talk about the who is enter into the enlightenment path to the enlightenment, and even who is practicing seriously, who is dedicated their whole life to practice precept and to training and seriously, and they give up their life but keep practicing it. So you remember we learned in they suicide themselves, but they remain in the practicing it and attain to enlightenment. So this is the amazing factor of the Buddha's teaching, and um, they never overflow. The ocean never overflow the shores, and like monks never overflow the training and remain in train. That's the third one is this the emission factor of the ocean is never keep the dead bodies in the ocean. And the same way, the Buddhist dispensation, Buddha Sasana, um, they don't hold the who is not good and who is bad, and they not remain as a Buddha Sasana, and they leave the Buddha Sasana. All monks make them leave the Sasana by following the Vinaya. So the Buddha Sasana is keep always pure and clean, and they not keep the bad and immoral the monks. So this is another amazing factor monks love living in the Buddha Sasana, um, the pureness. And then the other amazing factor of the ocean is the all the water come from the many different rivers, but mentioned by the one name called water of the ocean. Likewise, and many different clans of the humans come to the Buddha Sasana. Some come from the royal families, some come from the Brahmin families, some come from the um, Grahapati families, and many different clans. And some come from the very lower caste, but they all remain one name, and they all take the one name called Sakyaputta. Sakyaputta means sons of the Buddha. Sons of the Buddha. They take the one name and sons of the Buddha, and they lost and they give up all their earlier names and earlier, earlier names they had, and no matter where are they come from, and they remain as the Sakyaputtas, sons of the Buddha. That's why monks love living in the Buddha Sasana. Another amazing factor of the ocean is the mm, uh, many waters come to the ocean but never overflow or never become fills up or become empty and remain the same. And the same way, and many monks and nuns, bhikkhus and bhikkhunis attain to the Nibbana, but Nibbana remains the same, never fills up and never become empty.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Nibbana never become fills up. What do you think? Why is Nibbana never become fills up?
Bhante is a nothingness, is it? Nothingness.
Yeah.
Or
Yes, that's right. That's right.
okay.
Yeah.
It's complete.
Yeah, complete. Because they haven't got anything. Because all the everything is, they have get rid of all the desires and everything. So there won't be anything. Once its desires is gone, there's nothing to be there. So That was his nothingness.
Mm.
That's the Krishna Bhante. That's what I can explain
That's right.
to my knowledge. Yeah.
If
Yeah,
you could
that's
explain, you'd be there.
yeah. It is because Nibbana is not a place.
Yeah,
Mm.
not a place. It's not a place.
Yeah. So Nibbana, no matter how many of monks and nuns or humans, men and women, attain to the Nibbana, uh, and the Nibbanas never become fills up or become empty. So this is another amazing factor of the Buddha Sasana. That's why monks love living in the Buddha Sasana. And then the another amazing factor of the ocean is the many rivers come to the ocean, but they take the same taste, one taste. That's the taste of the salt, and they lost all the taste they had earlier. The same way, and the many different people enter into the enlightenment, and they all taste one taste. The That's called vimutti rasa, taste of freedom, taste of liberation. They all experience one taste. No matter how many different people enter into the Buddha Sasana, many different cultures, many different colors, many different language, many different beliefs. Finally, when they attain to enlightenment and they all experience one taste, that's the taste of freedom, liberation. That's the amazing factor of the Buddha Sasana and why monks love living in the Buddha Sasana. And also the another amazing factor of the ocean is the holding many treasuries, gold, pearls, gems, emeralds, rubies, and then the corals. And likewise, in the Buddha Sasana also holding many different treasuries. What are those treasuries? Four foundation of mindfulness. That's the one of treasury of Buddha Sasana. Four foundation of mindfulness. Satipatthana. And then the Chattaro Sammapadana of efforts. Four efforts. Do you know what are the four efforts? This is come from the Samma Vayama in the Eighth Noble Path. And also another treasury is the uh, Chattaro Iddhipada. Uh, Chattaro Iddhipada. What's that called in uh,
Mm.
four bases of psychic power?
Oh,
Four bases of psychic power. Iddhipada is called Chanda, Chitta, Virya, Vimansa. And then Chattaru Panchindriyani and five faculties, and Panchabalani, five, five, five powers, Sattabhujanga, seven noble factors, seven type of enlightenment factors, Sattabhujanga, and Arya Attangiko Maggo, eight noble uh, paths, and these are the treasuries of the Buddha Sasana. Why monks love living in this Buddha Sasana. Like ocean hold treasures, the Buddha Sasana hold in these treasures. And another amazing factor of the ocean is holding huge creatures like Timingala, Timirapingala, Asura, Naga, Gandhabba, dragons, titans, demi demons, um, huge creatures. So likewise in this Buddha Sasana also huge creatures living in the Buddha Sasana. Who are the huge creatures of the Buddha Sasana and who has attained to the Sotapanna and who enter into the path to the Sotapanna and fruit to the Sotapanna. Who has entered the Sakadagami Magga and who has entered the Sakadagami Phala. path to the Sakadagami and truth to the Sakadagami, who has entered into the path to the Anagami, truth to the Anagami, and who has entered to the a path to the enlightenment and truth to the enlightenment. So Arahanta Magga, Arahanta Phala. And these are the huge creatures of the Buddha Sasana. And if this Buddha Sasana hold in these huge creatures, that's why monks love living in this Buddha Sasana. And finally, the ocean hold in one taste, no matter the water come from, and this hold one taste called salt of the taste of the salt. Likewise, all the sentient beings living in the Buddha Sasana taste one taste. That's called Vimutti Rasa, taste of the freedom. So that's why monks love living in this Buddha Sasana. And Buddha taught this sutta to the Paharada, comparing the amazing factors of the ocean and the amazing factors of the Buddha Sasana. So this is what it is. What do you think?
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. This is a wonderful explanation, Bhante.
Okay.
And Buddha had always seen the person who is in front of him, and based on that, he used to give sutta. And this is one of the very good example of explaining it in detail. Thank you so much, Bhante.
Yeah, we can count the amazing factor of the ocean and the Sasana, but we can't count the amazing factor of the Buddha. He has the amazing uh, skill. He's amazing one. So his knowledge is wisdom. He know how to teach who is come from in front to him, and yeah, that's one of the beautiful thing of the Buddha. So anything else before we end up this session to share with you? All good? So
Good.
okay, let me make the end of the session. This is we're going to share this merit with our departed ones and with our with the deities and ghosts and with our parents and brothers and sisters, and may they all share these merits, and by the power of these merits, by the blessings of the Buddha Dhamma Sangha, may they all have a happy life wherever they are live. May they all be happy, healthy, and safe. Finally, may we all be able to attain to enlightenment. Akasatha Chibumattha Devanaga Mahidika Punyantang Anumoditva Chirang Rakkantu Sasanang Chirang Rakkantu Desanang Chirang Rakkantu Mang Parang Sabbhitiyo Vivajjantu Sabbarogo Vinasatu Mate Bhavatvantarayo Sukhi Digayuko Bhava Bhavatu Sabba Mangalang Rakhantu Sabba Devata Sabba Buddhanubhavena Sabba Dhammanubhavena Sabba Sanghanubhavena Sada Sutti Bhavantu Te. Sadhu, sadhu.
Sadhu, sadhu.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Okay, see you next week.
Okay.
Thank you,
Therwan
Bhante.
Saranai Swamin Wahanse.
Terwan
Thank you.
Saranai Nona.
Thank you, Bhante.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Bhante.
Thank
See
you,
you
Michael.
soon.
See you.